This is Single Bandit. Ryan Films Icy Fit. Some of the following clips of the review movie for this video contains some sexual references and violence. So parents and guardians are advised to keep kids from watching this video. The film I'm talking about is none other than Batman Returns. The movie begins with a baby being born around Christmas time that is trouble. The parents don't try to get their baby help though, to try to overcome such a problem. No. They decide to attempt infanticide, right on Christmas Day. Don't you just love the holidays? The carriage with the baby in it travels through the sewer until they end up in front of a bunch of penguins. Okay, where did those penguins come from? And why are they in the sewers? From all the places they choose from, why did they pick the sewer? 33 years later, a circus-themed game starts causing chaos in Gotham City, because somehow that connects with seeing a bunch of penguins find an abandoned baby in the sewer. Of course, Batman comes in and puts an end to it, right before turning tail from something that even he would find horrifying.
Wow. The Batman. Or is it just Batman?
A fan, the target, Max Shrek, gets captured by these people and is greeted by the sight of what is supposed to be this movie's version of the Penguin.
I believe the word you're looking for is...
Close. But my actual words are ARRGH! From having to watch and review this movie. And no, it doesn't get better. The Penguin then begins to blackmail Max to integrate him into society by showing every piece of evidence that Max has literally flushed down the toilet over the years. How in the world did he manage to flush an entire hand down the toilet? That's not even a small hand either. It's not huge, but it's not small. We then turn our attention towards the fan from earlier, who is actually Celine Kyle.
Honey, I'm home! Oh, I forgot. I'm not married.
And who also forgets what should be the most common knowledge of her life. She soon goes back to where she works, and finds out about her boss's illegal activity, before getting caught by him.
Go ahead. Intimidate me. Bully me if it makes you feel big. I mean, it's not like you can just kill me.
Actually, it's a lot like that. Huh? Huh?
Well, she found out that her boss is a criminal, and she's going to live. Then again, someone with his wealth and expectancy could make her life miserable if she ever dared to speak about what she knows.
You know, for a second there, you really frightened me.
But what if you just ended and have to deal with the police questioning after her body gets found? Well, flushing her down the sewer is an option. The Penguin made sure of that. After being resurrected by some cats, you heard me, don't pretend you didn't. She returns to her apartment once again, where she decides to do the only thing she possibly can. Start tryouts for a PSA commercial, of course. She's certainly violent and scary for one. Going back to the Penguin, he pretends to save the mayor's baby, and then goes on to write down some names he finds in the public records, all in intent to find out who his parents are and who he is. Or so he claims, since Van finds out real fast that the Penguin already knew who his parents were, and that he may not have lived in the sewer his whole life, but has actually been part of a freak show for some time. Though I have to wonder if that means if someone besides these penguins were living in the sewer and found him, or what. I mean, how do you go from being abandoned in the sewer and found by a bunch of penguins to being part of a freak show? When Batman, as Bruce Wayne, confronts Max and says he's going to oppose what he's doing, Max gets a shock from seeing Selena alive. So after you push her out of one of the windows of your building, and didn't do anything to actually try to remove the body from the area, you didn't find suspicious at all that no one had called the police about a murder having happened near your place of business. How on earth have you been getting away with things for as long as you have? Also, now you know Selena is alive. What are you going to do?
She tries to blackmail me. I'll drop her out a higher window.
Now you're going to wait for her to blackmail you before you try to kill her? She was begging for her life last time, and was saying how she wouldn't do anything. And then you killed her. Do I even need to say how messed up your sense of logic is? He soon goes to convince the Penguin to run for mayor. And yes, those people are still going to try to help him become mayor, even after seeing that. The circus-themed gang starts wrecking part of the city again before Batman arrives to take them out. And Batman just learned in that moment that his weapons are useless against tiny little dogs. Seriously though, one of those guys already had a bazooka aimed at him in close range. Why didn't he fire it while Batman was standing still and pushing some buttons? But he gets his revenge for his stolen weapon by killing one of their men. In the meantime, Selena, now going by Catwoman, starts wrecking the inside of one of the buildings that's in her boss's name. And she also decides to show off her newfound athletic abilities that she no doubt gained after coming back to life. She even somehow manages to put up a fight against Batman, despite showing no combat ability earlier on in the movie.
How could you? I'm a woman!
You're a criminal that blew up a building, assaulted 2 security guards, and are attacking him right now. At this point, I think he's well within his right to fight back, regardless of your gender. Things soon get heated up between the two of them in a different way. And like all crazy fans, she tries to kill him. If your boss kills you, you wreck his business. Batman saves you, you try to kill him. How does that even remotely seem like to you?
Life's a bitch. Now so am I.
Oh, go fall into some cat litter.
Saved by kitty litter.
Only that were the last we ever see of her. Unfortunately, we see her again very quickly, teaming up with the Penguin to destroy Batman's reputation. And the first step to their plan is to call the guy out.
I hope and pray that Batman will be present to preserve the peace.
Then kidnapping the stupidest person they can find.
Who are you? What is that thing? A camera or something?
Next, the lackeys start tearing up the Batmobile in order to install a device in order to control it. I'm not even going to question how they got past the defenses so easily. After that, they have Batman find the kidnapped victim standing in a very easily escapable scenario. Which means of course she falls to her death, and everyone believes Batman to be the murderer. And for no good reason, this is followed up by Batman and Catwoman going beyond the realm of flirting with each other. Okay, this isn't sexy or romantic. It's just disturbing. I know it's kind of a rule that these two have this song and dance going on in every incarnation of theirs. But at least give an actual reason for why they would have the hots for each other in this one. I mean, other versions had her as just a thief he would chase. While here they have her as a complete whack job that's bent on ruining his image for no good reason, even when we look at it from her perspective.
You're the second man who killed me this week.
When did he kill you? Was it when you fell into the truck of cat litter? You said...
Saved by kitty litter.
You can't say you got killed back then if you already said you were saved back then. Being saved in that situation means to have avoided death entirely, though the Penguin might have fixed your lack of being killed for you. Anyways, the final step to destroying people's faith in the Dark Knight is to make it look like he's running people over. When it's all said and done, the Penguin makes a speech about how the mayor's no good, because he puts all his faith in Batman. even though it was Penguin himself that said on the news that he hoped Batman would show up and preserve the peace. In which case, the general public should be losing faith in the Penguin, because he pretty much all but said that he had complete faith in Batman. Though I guess it doesn't matter when his whole confession got recorded and gets played for everyone to hear. Then Bruce goes to a party where Selina tells him she's going to kill Max.
You have a lot of problems with your boss, but I mean, who the hell do you think you are?
Says the guy who did this not too long ago. In any case, they find out who the other is, and then the party gets crashed by the Penguin, before either of them can figure out what to do with their new piece of knowledge of the other. And what is the Penguin's plan, you may ask?
Right now, my troops are fanning out across town for your children. Yes, for your firstborn sons, the ones you left defenseless at home.
Everyone at this party is thinking rich. Why would any of them have left any of their children unattended? Shouldn't they have butlers, housekeepers, or even simple babysitters watching them right now? As you would expect, his plan is thwarted almost immediately. In retaliation, he unleashes an army of penguins with rockets on their backs, which is also proven to be another useless attempt on his part. During all of this, Max is being held captive by the Penguin, but then tries to escape. I say try because Selina and her Catwoman getup then gets him within her reach and wants to kill him. Batman, however, is trying to convince her not to go through with it, and that they can take him to police where he'll go to jail. The problem is that they have no proof of any of the wrongdoings he's done. The Penguin does, but they don't know that. Then Batman takes off his mask in his attempt to convince her, even though they both already know who the other is. And there is a person that's respected by the people of Gotham right there to see it all. As you would expect, this doesn't convince Crazy Lady, and she gives the guy a literal kiss of death. Then the Penguin makes a last-minute return, only to die from some contaminated sewage water. And the movie ends with Bruce's butler, Alfred, driving him through the city, the bat signal in the air, and Selina still alive because she apparently had 9 lives and used 8 so far. And I wish it could have ended sooner. This movie was a complete bore fest from beginning to end. The Penguin is a little natural-born freak with a violent tendency and lust for women that almost matches it. Catwoman started out just a very awkward person that becomes a wacko after getting killed the first time, and thought actually acting like a cat was a good way to turn people on. Max was a corrupt businessman that had almost everyone in the city fooled about him. All that, and I still found the movie dull. It's not even any type of dull, just dull. Batman's relationship with Catwoman and their alter egos between each other is also a complete mess and makes no sense. Just because the two of them are known for being paired up with each other doesn't mean you can be lazy about it. I mean, all the dialogue between them felt like they were nothing but one-liners with terrible husky voices to go with it all. I rated this movie with a 3 out of 10. This is Single Bandit, hightailing out here.